What is going on, guys? Welcome to 5 Rounds. I am one Tally. You have Sam to my left, or is that
Hi.
right? And then we have got MP, the timekeeper. We've got Charlie Parley, the jury. We've got Honorable Professor Ovi Too Nice.
What it do, what it does.
We've got Nala, and we have Professor Patrick. Right, guys. Today it's a very special show today. So it's a court. It's called the courtroom. So it's a court themed show. What we're gonna do is we are going to read a story or pretty much mention a story and then allow the teams to divide themselves. So we allow the lawyers, the guys on my sides. If you see the guys on the sides here, give them a wave, please. Guys on the sides are going to be in the lawyer team, so they're going against each other. The rules are as follows, right? The judge introduces a case or a story to the audience and the lawyers, right? So what the lawyers do is they're given the opportunity to prepare their arguments. Either they're for or they're against. There are only two things you can do here. You can either defend someone or attack someone to win the case. We give them 2 minutes to prepare. After the 2 minutes is up, we flip a coin to decide who starts the argument, whether it's the guys for or the guys against. Um, our coin flipper and timekeeper is, of course, MP, so he will be responsible for that great big task. Without further ado, what I'm going to do is I am going to introduce the first story. All right, so bear with me. I will share the story right about now. How you guys feeling, man? Everyone looks nervous.
No,
Nervous as
us,
mine.
no, us, sorry, us. I'm not nervous because I'm a very educated, honorable professor that graduated with my bar in Oxford University in England. So I'm not
Okay,
nervous.
so
Yes.
before I share the story, I'm gonna send the link. We have Edna in the chat there. Hello, Edna. She says you guys are looking great. All right.
Hey, Edna.
I am
Thank you.
sharing the story to the guys in the chat. I'm also going to share the link to you guys as well. So the link is there. What I'm going to do is I will read the story for you. Give
Please.
me give me 2 seconds. So here we go. So this story is about a lady named Karina Baines, right? A mom murdered her husband by pouring boiling water mixed with sugar over his body as he slept after she just heard allegations he sexually abused her 2 children. Corina Smith was incensed on learning claims from her daughter that partner Michael Baines, 80, had preyed on the children when they were much younger. Described as being livid and fuming, the 59-year-old took a bucket from her garden in Neston, boiled up to 2 kettles of water, and mixed it with 3 bags of sugar. Smith, previously known as Baines, but now referred to as Smith in the court, as the court lists, went into a downstairs bedroom of the house she shared with her husband when he was in bed and poured the boiling liquid on her. I am going to skip this part because this is the prosecutor's part in order to keep this argument balanced. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
from here,
Keep it going.
in 2007, her son Craig took his own life after being troubled before his death and going to prison for assault, right? He told his
Mm-hmm.
mom the man he attacked was a pedophile who had touched him sexually, and following the allegation made by her daughter, she took vengeance. Judge Amanda said she found it difficult. You found it difficult to take everything in, but made the connection between what Craig said the day before he died and what your daughter was telling you. You were understandably upset. You were described as being livid and fuming at the thought of what had been done to your children, right? Um, so
Mm-hmm.
basically, the lady, right, to sum up the story, the lady she poured hot water and sugar on her husband, right? And the man
Mm-hmm.
died a few weeks later. All right. So the man died a few weeks later, and she was done for murder. So she was done for murder for life, basically. But what she was pleading was manslaughter because of the conditions, right? So now the argument is: was it justified for were her actions justified enough for her to get manslaughter, or should she just remain a lifer? So yeah, that is the argument here. Is the person that got him that did this crime committed this crime, because she admitted she did it,
Mm-hmm.
was it justified for her to get life, or should she get manslaughter? Or did she get what she deserved or not? Let's start there. So what we're gonna do first, I'm gonna ask Patrick first. Which side are you gonna pick? Are you going for or against? So for means they were correct. She got life, which is right. Against is no, she shouldn't have gotten life. She probably should have gotten manslaughter, or maybe she should have gotten something else. Patrick, what do you pick? For or against?
I'd like to go for against, Mr. Judge. Against.
Okay, so Patrick is against, and what about you, Ovi?
No, me too. I'm against.
Patrick
Very
go.
much.
So Patrick and Ovi are going against. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move people around so the people in the chat know what's going on, right? So guys in the chat,
Mhm.
Ovi and Patrick are against, which means they're saying, look, she shouldn't have gotten life. Automatically, that means the ladies are for. So Nala and Sam are going for four. What I need, what what we need to happen here is I need MP to give us his clock. So we need his clock. And we'll give these guys time to prepare their arguments. So, guys, the lawyers, Nala, Sam,
Mm.
Honorable Ovi, and Patrick, please prepare your arguments. We have got 2 minutes. I will read the comments while we wait. Guys in the chat, we're gonna need you because you guys are the jury. You're gonna help us decide who has won the argument. We have your head juror here, Charlie Parley. All right, he's gonna announce what you guys think. So, Charlie, without further ado, I'm bringing up the comments here so you can read them.
Right. So Cheese Up Quimenda says fair play for you guys. Got Stevie Wonder to join. Man's wearing you know.
Oh no!
Hey,
I see some people came with jokes. So
for the first comment, hey, big up yourself.
Pick up yourself, Jesus, man. Nice one for joining, man. Nice one for joining. So,
All right. So Sky says it's premeditated, so that's life.
wow, this guy's already arguing. Arguing, guys.
Guys,
While
you got 1 minute.
we got 1 minute left. While you're here, guys, please do not forget.
Man said Stevie Wonder, you know.
Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, guys. All right. So it's 5 rounds today, guys. Let us know what you think as well. And yeah, we've got Anne Marie here saying hi. Once again, before the timer goes out, I will say what we're doing today is we'll read out a story. There are two teams. There are two teams with two lawyers on each side. One team is going to argue for, the other one is against. The story here is about Karina Baines. We have put the link in the chat, guys. If you want to catch up on the story, you will hear the arguments soon. But what needs to happen is you guys in the chat, you need to tell us who's won the argument. So we'll let you vote on who's won the argument, and then we'll continue to the next story and so on and so forth. We hope you enjoyed it, guys. 10 seconds to go. Thank you, timekeeper. So I will take the timer off once the timer is going to hit 2 and 1.
Okay.
Now I need the flip of a coin, please, Mr. Timekeeper, so we can decide who goes first. Lawyers, are you ready?
Come on. All right. So you guys,
yes, Your Honor.
Which
We are
side
ready,
are you
Your
picking?
Honor.
So okay, I will give the ladies a chance. So ladies, what are you picking? Are you picking heads or tails?
You pick Nala.
Heads.
Heads for the ladies, right? Okay. So that means tails for the guys. So MP, if you could flip the coin, please.
All right. There goes the coin. What do we have? Heads. Okay, ladies. You start first.
Heads. We've got heads. Okay, so the ladies start first, right? Ladies, let's hear your argument.
Sam, you want to go first?
Okay. Well, that's a very grim story that we just heard. and unfortunately someone died as a result of this story. The lady who is presented before the court obviously had her reasons, apparently, not saying that the reasons are valid, but at the moment we have a dead person, and she got life because that's what you get when you murder someone. I think the point that we can raise is that, first of all, she acted on allegations and claims, which means that none of the facts that she used to as a reasoning were verified. She acted out of emotion, which, as you read in the case, the judge noted she was fuming and was, very unnerved and acted out on a whim. And also, I wouldn't say that it was premeditated, but boiling two kettles and pouring sugar into boiling water means that you had a specific idea on how you wanted to torture someone and potentially intend to kill, because why else would you pour boiling water over someone's body? So to me, it sounds like murder, even though the poor guy died 2 weeks later, or however many weeks later. The intention was here and the result got achieved. The man is dead. So to me, she deserves a sentence. I don't know if you have anything to add, colleague.
Sorry, Your Honor. Your objection. Objection, Your Honor.
Yes,
Objection.
Ovi.
No.
While
Yes.
you prepare your argument, Vanessa there, Nala, would you add on to this?
She took matters into her own hands, so that alone is wrong because that's against the law. You're not supposed to take matters into your own hands. The best thing she should have done was go to the police and reported the matter, and he would have been locked up. Because if everybody is going around doing this and killing people because they wronged them, then what's the point of having the law there? So she definitely deserves that. Yes, I understand that she came from a place of hurt, but at the end of the day, you do not take matters into your own hands. You do not take the law into your own hands. So she deserves that.
Your Honor, I just want to see their qualifications. Where did they study the law? Because they're talking
Exactly.
trash.
Exactly.
They're talking trash.
Exactly. Honorable Vita, would you like me to start the statement, or you do?
Please. No, can you start the statement? Because these ones, they don't have qualifications. Did you pass your bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you,
Can you tell them?
are you going to
Yes.
present your case, please?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Judge, sorry, Judge. Judge, first of all, I'd like to welcome our jury, Charles. We are very happy to have a local man with us today. The timekeeper, holla at you. I'm not saying all this to bribe the judge, no bribe the timekeeper or the jury. I'm just being nice. Look, I heard the other side from Samantha and Nala. I just object on one part, Mr. Jury, Mr. Charles. I'm going to talk to you because you're just a local man, so I'll talk directly at you. This man was a pedophile.
Okay.
I want you
Alleged.
to let that sink in. So this is what this
Alleged.
man was
So
doing.
what?
Don't
Present the proof.
Alleged.
don't listen to this side. Don't listen to
Order.
Judge. I'd like to be given the freedom to land. Please, Judge. I'd like to give you the freedom to land.
Allegedly, because it's innocent until proven guilty.
Okay, so this is what you don't just understand what I'm saying, Joey. Just feel me where I'm coming from. You yourself as a human being, you can just imagine these kids were going through a lot, and it's been mentioned that one of the kids took his life. Is that what they said, Honorable? Is that what's in the notes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you see this family was going through difficult times with all this, and this man was free doing this. You can imagine yourself, Charles. Yourself, I don't know if you're a father, sir. You're a father yourself, sir?
I am a father myself.
Imagine what's happening here. This man was doing this. So this woman decided to do this because she was hurt. I would be hurt too. Like, I'm wearing glasses right now, but there's tears coming out of my eyes right now as well. I'm speaking on this moment.
Objection.
It's touching me.
Overruled. Patrick, get to the point.
Judge, thank you very much. You see, this is the reason why this word doesn't change, because people always want to. Yeah, so go ahead, Honorable Vita. Do you want to finish?
I want to land here. first of all, we can see that they didn't start a bar because they're just this is catastrophic what they're doing. It's
Get to
catastrophic.
the point.
It is.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Judge,
Yeah, go ahead.
Judge, Your Honor, and jury, thank you very much. What we want to say here, this was a very catastrophic situation when this man did this to these kids. Any human
Amen.
being on earth,
Allegedly.
no, allegedly or not, what did he do? People said he did it. When they started prosecuting the woman, did they prosecute the man first to find out did he actually do this pedophilic behavior to the kids? No, they didn't.
Preach.
Why?
Preach.
That's
But
because
so
the
this-
man was dead.
The
So
man
how are
was
you
dead.
going to prosecute a person that's dead?
Well,
That's invalid.
it means there's someone who said that this was happened to me. At the end of the day, this woman did what she felt that I need to do something about this to make sure that this human
As a
being,
mother.
yes, this human being can never hurt another human being again on earth. And Judah, you can understand where I'm coming from. It is very hard to see something like, if I see something like that, man, I will not take hot water. I will take a gun and shoot him in the head.
And you're going to go to jail.
I'd like to
Can
take
we
that
get
part
back
of the
from
statement
this?
away, Judge. Please,
Yeah.
Judge. I'd like to take away that.
Order.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Ovi, please. Can we stick to the argument? All right.
But my argument is we are here to defend this woman. Okay, this woman wasn't charged fairly. They should understand the reason she did this behind, because you cannot just say no because someone is dead. Someone is dead. No, that's so it's murder. Okay, what if someone came in and did something worse than that, and people have got proof of it? Is it wrong for people to take their laws in their own hands? Because people escape all the time with things like this.
It's wrong. Yes, it's wrong to take matters into your own hands. That's why you've got police. That's why you've got the judge. That's why you've got the jury. People are supposed to be going through trial.
But the judge is not. The judge is not going to understand the love this mother has for his kids. The judge is going to
insinuating that judges don't have
We
power.
human beings are forgetting love. We are forgetting love.
What happened?
Can
What
we
happened to
argue
proven-
back, because Judge, we need to get back on this.
Get back to
First of
Thank
all,
you.
we live in a state where there is law and order. This is not Gotham City. We don't need
Thank you.
vigilantes. That's why the judges are here. That's why the police are here. That's why there are institutions that are here to investigate when there are allegations so dangerous and big as pedophilia. Then again, if you go and read the case, we talk about this young man killing himself after assaulting a man. The man is not named. No one said that it was the actual father. It's just the guy just said a man. And the mom decided to find a link between what her son told her and what her daughter said. We don't know if it's actually the same person they're talking about. So I don't see how you can use the unfortunate death of this young man and tie it to this case here. It doesn't make sense. That's all I want to add.
Judge, I have a question.
Yes,
go.
Please,
Let this.
Is there any evidence that these kids were actually sexually assaulted?
According to the report, there is no evidence. No evidence.
Okay. Okay, so what happened to prove what happened? What's that word? Innocent proven guilty. What happened?
Because they were so busy prosecuting. They were so busy prosecuting the mother instead of investigating the first reason why she did this. Why did they not try to investigate?
Thank you.
But then did the mother go to the police and actually put in a what you call this? Actually put in a report saying that this man is Did this woman do this? Because you are coming from the point of what you call this? Sorry, I'm not here today. You are coming from emotions.
It's okay. Take your time.
You're coming from emotions. So with that, you're not thinking straight. She should have gone to the police and put in a report saying that this is what's happening to my kids. This is what I feel like is happening to my kids. And the police will act accordingly. You do not take the law into your own hands.
Some people are tired with the law because the law sometimes is crazy. It is crooked. It is
of course. Please tell them.
Order.
Wait, no.
Order.
Can,
The jury,
can
could
I just
you
say
read the
one more
comments, please?
thing?
Yes.
I have a
One.
question for
Yeah,
those
real.
Right. So
honorable lawyers.
basically,
2 seconds. Let
the
Someone like
there's a
you.
major
hold on.
there's a major
Hold on a minute, jury. Hold on a minute. What we will do now is we will get we'll get a closing statement. So, closing statement from the ladies who are for, right, and then a closing statement from the gents who are against, guys. So, just to remind you, the guys in the jury, you decide who wins the argument. So, you can start telling us now who has won. Do you believe that this woman, justice was served here? Do you believe that the woman is justified for her to serve life, or she has to get manslaughter? Guys, we need your comments now. Closing statements from the teams, please. So, ladies, start first.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Go first.
Do you want to go first? You go first. I started the argument.
Order.
So we're throwing sweet words in here.
Order.
Oh God. I believe she got the right sentence because you do not take law into your own hands. You do not have any reason to kill a person, whether it's them molesting your kids, whether it's them killing your kids. You let the police and everybody involved do with that. You are not allowed to take things into your own hands. Who are you? You're not God to take things into your own hands. So no, she definitely deserved that.
And I want to add, we are in a court of law, and legally, she deserved what she got. The other part was saying how sometimes the law is failing them, but for some reason they're lawyers. So why are you in the profession if you don't believe in law? That was my final word. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Okay,
no, honorable Vita. Let me start with this. So first of all, I am heartbroken, jury. I'm speaking to you again, jury. I'm heartbroken, people in the comments, very heartbroken by the lack of emotion or sympathy from the side of the other side here that are defending this man. There's no sympathy. Yeah, no sympathy on the family or the woman. I believe this woman did this because look, you get angry, but it's your kids. I am a father myself, man. Like, imagine if this was happening. Like, this is disgusting. As I said, I am prepared, man. I'm prepared, man. Go ahead, Mr. Vida. Go ahead, man.
Me, I want to plant this. You are saying that the justice was saved, guys. I would give you a good example. I would love if I would put a link, but I don't want to. There was someone recently today. I was reading on the news today here where I live. What happened is he hit someone with his car, hit and run, and the person died. And that happened 2 years ago. And then he came to front and said, "Oh, look, it was me," because they were looking for him. Do you know what he got? He got the point. Yes, he got 5.5 years for hitting someone with a car and ran away. Wasn't that the scene? But they were looking for his car. They were looking for him, and he came forward, and they've given him a 5.5. Okay, 5.5. This woman killed someone because it was pedophilia. Jerry, you should understand, pedophilia to kids, and he gets life sentence. Is that fair, jury? Is that fair?
Okay.
Someone who drives a car, hits someone, and run away gets 5.5.
Have sympathy, have a heart. That's all I can say. That's my closing statement.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Mr. Jury, we're going to ask you to read the comments, so I'll start from here. Okay.
All right. So Enna says, no man has no right, especially to involve kids. Kids are innocent. That's very true. Like, you don't have to. John Paul says, if the two Ray Charles fellas
okay.
This comments are on fire. The two Ray Charles fellas presented me.
Okay, so thank you, John Paul, for your comment. John Paul says, if the two Ray Charles fellas represented me, I'd be serving life for jaywalking. Okay, next one.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Edna says, it's the law. Once you murder and you go to jail, that's on you. If set free, that's just luck.
Okay. And then again.
And Edna said again, put the law in her hands. Unfortunately, life doesn't work like that.
Woo. True story.
Edna's on fire. Shout out.
Shout out Edna.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and her points are really valid, like the straight up valid points. As the jury, like what she's saying is straight up 100. The case was justified. She got what she deserved. You don't take life.
Yes.
Okay.
Facts. Ooh, Edna.
Edna's in here, man.
Okay. And Edna's like, I'm with the wise ladies, Sam and Vanessa.
Hey.
And with a little applause there.
Okay.
Jesus says, JP, you'll be serving life for a parking ticket with the fake professor defending you. Yeah. Yo, like it's easy. It's you know what, like it's easy.
We are too expensive anyway. You can't hire us. We're too expensive.
You can't afford us. You can't afford us.
Them glasses.
Okay, order.
I believe for the next case we have to mix up the teams so that we can get a fair balance. Yeah.
2 seconds, Mr. Timekeeper. Don't you worry, I'm getting there. So we've got one more comment. One more comment.
No. The jury wanted to say something. Yes.
Yes.
The jury wanted to say something.
Order is let me remind you.
Let the judge speak, y'all.
Edna said, no sympathy on this, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Right. So let me just say something. Let the jury say something, right?
Thank you.
In the court, basically, court is all about specifics, like being specific, dates, words, and like events and everything like that. And there's one major key word that is in this case, which is allegedly, right? And that's used a lot. And that's the major key word because there's no proof that the man was actually a pedophile in the first place, right? And like you can understand, maybe he was just like some man that like as a local man, I could say this, like as a local man, I could say this. Maybe it was just a man in the community that he kept to himself and maybe he didn't do anything, and people just kind of like looked at him like weird, and maybe like you can't even understand. You can't take kids' words for an instance, as because kids lie a lot. We all know this. Kids can easily, you can point something to a kid and say, "Did this person do this?" And they'll be like, "Yes, they did. Yes, they did." So the kids could have pointed out that this man was the pedophile the whole time, and adults could be believing like this is the person. And when the kid unfortunately like killed himself, then the link was committed like towards the man as well, like and that's why the lady did the murder. But it's the fact that she was in the wrong, and that's how you can even see all the comments, like everybody's onto it. Like it's just the fact
whatever they're paying, we pay double.
Okay. Based on the arguments,
Facts.
Based on the arguments, Mr. Jury, who has won this argument?
Whatever they're paying, we can pay double.
Drum roll,
Just
please.
want to let you know. Just know.
The ladies. I gotta give it to the ladies.
Yes.
The ladies have won. The ladies have won this one. I have
Sorry,
said.
fellas. I love the suits, though. I love the suits.
Thank you. We'll represent you in your next case. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
When you have a problem, ring. When you have a problem, ring us.
Okay,
Our
so
solicitor name.
Guys in the chat, I've sent you the link to the next story, and also guys in the lawyer teams, I've sent you the link there. Just need the coin for a minute so we can decide the team. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch it up. We're going to switch up the teams real quick, right? So the two winners, the ladies.
Why don't you want us to have girl power?
Whoa.
Let the teams be.
Order. I'm the judge here. What's going on? Okay. So, pick heads or tails. Vanessa first, or Nala first. Sorry.
Tails.
Tails. So Sam, that makes you heads. Okay, we're gonna flip a coin.
Wait. So Ovi and Patrick need to pick there, yeah?
Not really. So what's gonna happen is, right? Damn. So what's gonna happen is, heads. So who's picked heads? So Vanessa's picked tails, right? So heads. Is for the next story. Heads is for, tails is against. All right, so that's what's gonna happen here. So let's go.
All right, okay. All right, flip it.
Okay, so heads.
Wait. Judge. Why does the coin keep going to heads? Why does the coin keep going to come on.
Wait. Ask the coin.
Some dodgy stuff here.
This is some dodgy stuff. If they're paying money.
No, ask the coin. You can't flip this twice. You know what I mean? Okay, fine. So Vanessa, you got tails. Actually, let's do it out of 3 because you just wrote it twice. Out of 3, roll it again.
Great. Yeah. It's only fair.
This coin is dodgy, honestly. Okay, so we got tails. Vanessa, the next story, yeah? Are you going for or are you going against?
I haven't even heard what the story is.
That doesn't matter.
No, yeah,
Doesn't
that's a
matter.
spicy no part.
Are you going for or are you
Surprise.
going against?
Against.
You're going against. Okay, so we're gonna move Vanessa to the left here. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you guys to select your partners. So Vanessa, and actually we'll start with Sam. Sam, select your partner, please, and then I'll read the story.
I mean, Ovi's already here, so I'll just stick with Ovi.
Okay. Okay, so guys in the chat, so Sam's team is for and Vanessa's team is against. We're gonna read the next story.
Another against.
Before you read, I just know why she chose me, because I'm honorable professor. Patrick, you're just a professor, so you are not on the next level.
Exactly.
There's nothing but love, no hate, nothing but love.
Okay,
She knows that I'm qualified twice.
we've got the next story. This one is about the death of Lauren Smith Fields. All right, so on December 12, 2021, a 23-year-old black woman named Lauren Smith Fields was found dead in her apartment in Bridgeport, Connecticut, after a Bumble date in the month and a half since her death. Her family has insisted that her case was not taken seriously, and police bungled the investigation. I'm going to move to the facts of what had happened instead of the opinions and stuff like that, so we don't sway the argument here. So what happened was, Smithfield was found unresponsive in the early morning of December 12th after a 37-year-old white man named Matthew LaFountain called 911. LaFountain had been on a date with Smithfields the previous night and claims that when he woke up that morning, she was lying on her right side, not breathing, with blood dripping from her nose. In LaFountain's account, he recalls arriving at Smithfield's apartment at 9:30 p.m. the night before. He said the two had matched on Bumble 3 days prior. He claims she asked him for $40 to do her nails and told him to meet her at her house with a bottle of tequila. Per LaFountain, they drank tequila before playing games, having food, and watching a movie. At one point, he says she went to the bathroom to throw up, and at another point, he says she went outside to get something from her brother and then went to the bedroom for 10 to 15 minutes. The police report says that LaFountain found it odd, but didn't feel it was his place to say anything as he didn't know her well. He didn't know her that well. He claims that she fell asleep during the movie and he carried her into the bedroom and slept next to her, and that he woke up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom and heard her snoring. Then at 6:30 a.m., he woke up to find her not breathing. She was pronounced dead at 6:59 a.m., and a medic said she had not been alive for at least an hour. LaFountain, who the incident report says was frantic and visibly shaken, was not taken into custody as of January 26. He was not named as a person of interest, nor was he detained at the station for questioning. Smithfield's brother was later told that they didn't bring him in because he was seen like a nice guy. Now, guys, what I want to ask here, what I want to tell you is, in this story, it's a story about the police not investigating well, but we're going to stick to what has happened, right? And also, we're going to stick to what was found. So what they found there were a bunch of pills, which were believed to be fentanyl. They also found a used condom. They found a blood stain in the bed, of course. And the family believes the cops ignored this evidence, right? And they are still treating it as an accidental overdose. What the coroner said was the lady overdosed accidentally on fentanyl and all kinds of other drugs, including alcohol, right? Now, what I want to ask is, we focus on the gentleman here. For the guys who are for, right? was this, is it justified that this guy was just a witness and not a suspect? And can you prove it? And for the guys that are against, right, should this guy be a suspect? And give your reasons why he should be a suspect. All right. We will give you 2 minutes. Guys, we're going to run the clock.
That's a juicy
As per usual, we're going to need help from everyone else. All right. So go on. 2 minutes. Right. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Mr. Jury.
Jesus says, Your Honor, I'm sorry. What?
And he shares a link.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
link.
shares a link.
And then we've got
and it says Sam and Vanessa won. Woohoo!
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Madness.
And
Don't worry.
Pinky emoji with the I can't see. Oh, it's things
They
that
have the
no
opposite.
hearing.
Yeah. So just to run the story again, guys. Basically, somebody was found dead by their date, who he had met on Bumble. He claims he was, he saw her go outside to go and get something for her brother. He also noticed that she threw up. All right. And also, what else did he say? He also heard her snoring at 3 a.m. So this is the story here. So what we're asking, and eventually, obviously, it was ruled as an accidental overdose of fentanyl, other drugs, and alcohol. So what we're asking here is, was it justified for the guy not to be a suspect, or should the guy be a suspect, and why? So guys, in the comments, you can help the argument if you want to, and also listen to what the lawyers are saying, so that they can, so you can determine who won and who hasn't. That's what we're gonna do here. As per usual, we have
30 seconds.
We have 30 seconds from the timekeeper here. So we have MP, the timekeeper, Charlie on the top as the jury, of myself as the judge. So to my right, you have Professor Honorable OV2 Nice, who is 4, and we have Sam as well, who is in that team. We have Nala and Professor Patrick, who are against. All right, so we will be hearing their arguments in about 7 seconds.
Yep.
So 5 seconds from the timekeeper. Thank you. All right, so it's time to go. Right, I will give you guys the opportunity. Who wants to go first this time? If you're quiet, we'll use the coin. It's fine. Okay, so I'll give you a chance. Does anyone want to go first?
Give the honorable.
All right. Let's do it. Honorable. Heads or tails?
This time I pick heads because I've seen that coin. That coin is a dodgy one.
Okay.
All right.
So heads for, tails against. Right. Flip the coin.
All right.
you have to flip this coin again because
Okay, three
it's
times.
dodgy.
Three times.
That
Let's
was
go.
one.
All right. We're going to get
1. Heads. Oh, it's
And
a
then-
tie. And then
and then-
cider.
3.
boom.
Heads. Okay, so basically, you guys can choose who goes first, Honorable. Honorable and Sam,
No.
you can choose who goes first.
Let them go first with their rubbish.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's personal.
Before you guys go first, just so we've got a comment here, Mr. Jury.
She's like, I've read this story. Caucasian male identity. No further comments.
Okay. Thank you very much, jury. Right, guys, let's hear your argument, Nala and Patrick.
Patrick, you're mute.
So yeah, I know. I was just listening to first. Mr. Judge, I just wanted you to say one more thing. You say because we are against, you want us to give you reasons why this man mustn't be part of the suspect list. Is that what you meant, sir?
No. The argument is if you're against, right?
Mm.
If you're against, it means that this guy should be a suspect, basically.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Look, I wanted to make sure that those things are cleared before we go forward, so that we don't step on each other's toes.
Okay.
Okay. So, Nala, my partner Nala, would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Go first. I don't even know how to. Like, I feel like I should have been on the other side.
Wow, lawyers giving up already because it's a tough
Nah,
case.
like this is a tough case. Like, whew, sad. But
Okay,
anyway,
it it
Patrick,
it,
go.
it is a tough case. Look, for me, there's only one individual who spent the night with the young lady. First of all, I'd like to apologize to the family for losing a daughter. It must be painful. Mr. Jury, as a local man, I'm pretty sure you also feel the same way. And I see you're a kind man yourself. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's only one individual who spent a night with this young lady. And it's very disgusting and heartbreaking to see that this man is not even being put in as a suspect. Like, why? Why are they not investigating anything? You say there was a used plastic rubber that is used, by the way. I repeat, it was used.
yeah.
Where did they ask him what exactly was happening? He said he picked her up, she was drunk, put her into bed. Have you heard those words? I picked her up, put her into bed. So why is there used rubber in the room then? If you say that's the last action you did with her, then let's talk about this stain of blood. Why is the stain of blood? And if all she did was faint, there's something not adding here. And why is this man easily? There's a lot of things that are not adding together. I picked her up and I put her into bed. Then they find a used rubber. Then they find a stain of blood. Or she was vomiting. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't know about my partner. What you're thinking? There's a lot of things that don't add enough. And why is this man not being questioned? And why is he being let free? I just suspect there's a lot of things here that are not adding up at all. And I believe that one of the jury commented, I don't want to say that. I don't believe in those things. I don't always jump and be a victim. Let's just say it's black and white. That's all I can leave it at. It's black and white.
Okay.
Jury, it's black and white. That's all I
Thank
can
you.
say.
Thank you. Anything to add, Nala, before I go to the guys who are for?
I feel like he should be a suspect because he spent the whole night with this girl. He took her out, they had fun. If he saw that she was in a bad state, why did he not call 911? If he saw that she was puking and not in a good state, he should have called somebody, a friend. This is the girl that he met on the first date. They
Objection.
went out, they were drinking and whatnot, and she's
Overruled.
puking and whatnot. Would you not be scared that, whoa, there's something going on with this person? Maybe she's not okay. So he definitely knows something. The blood, yes, they probably had sex. That's why there was condoms there. But definitely, this man needs to be a suspect because he knows something. He was with this girl, and he was the last person that spoke to this girl, and when she was still alive. So definitely a suspect.
Can I just add one more thing, Judge, before we move on to Honorable Professor Ovita, who I respect heavily because he's my mentor. So what I wanted to say and add on is, the professional Nala there just said, why didn't he tell the police? But why didn't he even tell anybody in the hotel? If you're in a hotel or a place, why don't you tell the people
Exactly.
something is happening?
Oh, Patrick, you're
Something
jumping off
suspicious
there.
here. Yeah. I just repeat this again to you, judge, and the jury. This is just in black and white.
Okay, thank you very much. Before
Yeah,
we
you're welcome.
continue, I just wanted to state the fact that what was in the report here. The man's
Yeah.
okay. If you wanted to, if that's part of your argument,
That's part of the argument.
Okay,
Because
no
I
problem.
feel like our
Who-
colleagues here didn't read the case properly, and that's
Okay,
why we
let's-
are here.
Let's take it to your side.
I
then.
work with an honorable professor, and we do things properly on our side, which you
Yeah.
should know that he was at her place, first of all, not a hotel.
Of course.
2nd of
Mhm.
all, they probably had sex. You know, you
Of
thinking
course.
that it's fishy that there was a condom, but he got there at 9:30, and she fell asleep at 3 a.m. So it's
Of
a lot of
course.
time for loads of things to happen. So I think
course.
those arguments are not really relevant to the point that we're trying to make here. Now, our point. Do you allow? Can I go first, Honorable, or would you like to start things up? I
Of
just
course,
need to
of
clear
course,
things up.
of course, my dear, please.
Okay.
This is good for me because I can know that I can employ you in my solicit company.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
See,
Sorry,
getting
sorry,
job
sorry.
offers on the job.
Please go on. Please go on.
That's what happens when your job is crystal clear and crisp. Anyways, so the facts. We know it was a Bumble date and that he knew her from 3 days only. He got to her place, which is her space, and she asked him to bring some tequila. They drank together. And when you drink tequila, what happens? You get sick. Would you call 911 if you went on a night out with your friend?
I was going to ask her that.
Order. Let her finish. She's on your side.
Friend started throwing up. That would be abusive use of emergency services. Could save another life. Someone who's throwing up after tequila is not that unconventional. That's it. Then she spends 10 to 15 minutes in the bathroom. He has no right to go and investigate what she was doing there. He heard her throwing up. That could be the tequila. So it's fair to say that he minded his business, as most people should do. Then she fell asleep, as you would after having drunk a lot. Now, my point here, and the thing I think is most important with this case and him not being prosecuted or involved too much in this case, is that when there's a situation of danger, what you are required by law to do as a citizen is to assist that person by calling 911. He woke up to someone bathing in her own blood, and what he did is call 911. He could have gone away and, let people, her family, come and find her here 2 days later. He called 911, stayed, they arrived, declared her dead. He gave her his version of facts. Waking up next to someone who's dead is also very traumatic. So I completely understand that they felt like they didn't need to interrogate him further because he showed goodwill and good intention and did what he has to do as a citizen. So I'm just going to stop here for now and let my honorable professor colleague, add his little spice.
We object from this side. We object.
Okay.
Judge, we object.
Honorable, before you continue, we will let the guys who are against, please, go on, continue.
Go ahead.
The guys,
go ahead now. I'll go ahead, Nala.
So Nala's team, please.
Okay, you saying that you wouldn't call 911 on your friend because they're puking, but this was not her friend. He met this girl for the first time after chatting online. So yes, he should have called somebody or even text somebody to say this girl is not okay. She's puking. The article says she did not seem okay. So he should have called somebody to let them know that I feel like this girl's not okay.
He has the reason why she's puking.
It's not like seems okay when they
drink. Just here, and then she started throwing up. It's not like
Judge.
She was standing and started throwing up. There's a reason why she's throwing up is that they've been drinking tequila. Have you ever drunk tequila?
So why did he keep saying? Why did he say in the article that he thought she was acting strange? So he knew something was wrong.
Because she was drunk. No, you call 911 and what do you tell them? Hello, I'm at this girl's place. We had a lot of tequila.
She's puking.
She went and threw up.
She's puking. She's not okay.
Guys.
She went and threw up and she spent another 10 minutes in the bathroom. That's weird. If I'm a 911 operator, I would be saying, ma'am, you're wasting my time.
Order in the court. Yeah, sorry. Order in the court, guys. I will let you guys argue, but please, can we allow one person to talk at a time, please? Thank you very much.
I want to land. To land this.
You give us time to from this side. So can we finish then go to honorable, please? Because you gave us the opportunity. Look, this is what I want to say. Somebody just pointed it out, and I was also thinking the same thing. So they say the reason why they're not getting this guy as a suspect is because he's a nice guy, right? A nice guy? Seriously? Nice guy?
Seems like a nice guy.
Yes.
Wow. No. Okay, so blood. Where did the blood come from? He was showing all over the blood, and there's nothing.
That's what he said in his statement. He said that she was bleeding from her nose. That's what he said. He said she was bleeding from her nose at 3. Is it? Well, at a certain point, she was bleeding from her nose. That's that. That's what he said. That's what we know.
But he said I woke up and found her covered in blood. So this guy was seeing all these things. As Dalla said, This guy never called anybody for help or asked her, do you need somebody to help? And he just ignored all that.
Patrick,
Can you
let me
also
say one more
Can I
thing.
land?
Let me just say one more thing that Sam said. Sam said, oh, he went through a traumatic experience, then they had to let him go. How many people go through traumatic experiences where they've seen their loved one die and they still have to go through interrogations, hours and hours of interrogation?
No, he's
So
a nice guy.
that's not
Let's leave it
valid.
there. It's all black and white. All I can say
Okay.
is all black and white.
Thank you. Right.
Not
Honorable
responding.
Team Sam, please.
Okay, what I want to learn here, first of all, you
Oh
guys
my
are not
God.
looking at the facts. You're not looking at the facts, okay? If you could hear the English that our respected judge has been speaking, respecting you up there, the jury, you are also a local trusted man. You can understand the situation here. First, I want to land it now. If you heard, they said the post-mortem, the medics, they said this person has been dead for the past what? 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so meaning before that, all that until to the 1 hour, they came around 6. I think you said 6, is it?
Yeah,
6 in the
so
morning.
6:59.
So it meaning it means she was to their understanding she died around 5ish, 4. All right. He said she was
5:59.
bleeding from her nose. Yes, 5:59. She was bleeding from her nose.
Yes.
Are we forgetting the fact that she went to meet the brother? What did she get from the brother?
Well,
Why prosecute this guy? When she came from the brother, she started bleeding from her nose. She went to the toilet for a few minutes. Why did she go in the toilet for 10 minutes? She was going to snort blow.
okay.
So she was acting weird. She was
She
acting
went to her
strange.
brother. No, she went to meet her brother. She came back. She went to the toilet for 10 minutes. What was she doing in the toilet? She was snorting blow. So you are going to prosecute. You want to prosecute someone for being around her?
Objection.
Oh, accepted, because this is suggestive. It's suggestive. We don't have the
It's
facts.
suggestive because no, they found what they find in her body. Fentanyl. Yes,
Allegedly.
that's what you said. Allegedly, that's what they
Yes,
found in her body.
No, that's the coroner's
They
report.
found that.
So it's
the
not an
coroner-
allegation. It's truth.
It's not. This is truth.
Okay.
Fentanyl
They
was
found
found in
fentanyl.
a system. Fentanyl,
So-
alcohol, and a mix of drugs was found in the
Yes.
system. Yes.
So if you're taking drugs, I'll give you an example. That guy, rest in peace, the actor from Wire, the black guy. What was his name?
Can I just add?
No, I just want to say, the black guy that passed away over drug overdose. If
Oh
you
yeah,
read the
yeah,
news,
the guy with overdose. Yeah.
2 days ago, they found that in his body. He took, and they've arrested the drug dealer. He mixed cocaine with fentanyl. So, can we not say this was the same situation?
Well, let's not.
Thank you.
Let's not be suggestive here. The report, once again, the report says. I'm just going to stick to the facts here. The report says she went into a room. Yes. The report also says she had fentanyl in her system. Yes. But let's not be suggestive here. All right. So let's have Sam, please.
Yes. I just want to add again about the blood found on her. That again, my colleague here reminded you of the timestamps so that you know that the story kind of makes sense. And the blood is what happens. It can happen when you're overdosing. So that would be why she was bleeding from her nose. I don't know what else this man would have been expected to do, because his only duty as a citizen is to wake up and see someone who's bathing in her blood and seemingly not breathing and calling 911, which is what he did. He stayed there and explained the facts. Maybe you could argue that it's his version of facts, but nonetheless, the facts, they're the only ones that we have, and they're the only ones that we can go by in a court of law, which as I'd like to remind you, we are talking about law and legal reasons and what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Team Sam. Team Nala, please.
There's something that Sam said about, why would a murderer stay and actually call the police and be there and wait for the police to come through? A lot of people have done this before, where they've murdered a person, called the police, even cried on the phone to 911. Oh my God, my boyfriend just died. La, 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 la.
Objection,
and knowing
that's
full on well,
anecdotal.
No,
It's not applying to the current case.
No, I'm giving an example.
She is correct, but go on.
I'm giving an example. But you can't assume that because he didn't run away, then he's not a
How come
murderer.
that is not just a suggestion? That's not a suggestion?
It's
Mine is a
I'm not
suggestion.
suggesting anything. I'm just
You
objecting
are,
to what
though.
Sam said.
No,
Wait,
my points are
can I-
suggestions.
Team
I'm
Nala.
not objecting to
can I-
what Sam said.
Can I
No?
point out one thing, Judge? Can I point out one thing, Judge?
Yes.
But
go
you're
on.
eating the
Can I,
mic, sir.
okay, so let's go by this, right? Okay, let's go by this. So are we going to so if I do something, every time we do something, if I'm a nice guy, I'll get away with it. I won't be a suspect and
Pretty
continue
much,
being
yeah.
questioned. Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes,
This is-
that's what
No.
is being.
This is what we are
Judge, can I
determining.
please can I just please answer this question?
Yes, please
They're
go.
The
trying
on.
to
comment
establish-
about
Go
this
ahead,
man
go ahead.
being a nice guy is irrelevant to the case. It's something that someone at the police said. It's their own opinion of someone and shouldn't be taken into account into this case. So whether this man was considered by Megan a nice guy is not the point here. You can see how we didn't even use that argument in our defense.
Anything
It's
for
not
the
important. It's
anything
not
for the
relevant.
doubt. Anything for the doubt.
Order.
When we look at the facts, when we
We're
look
using
at
facts.
the facts, he did
Oh.
what he had to do as a citizen. This lady died. He gave the facts that he had, and his version, the coroner's report, kind of matches with his version and what we can assume. You know, again, that's what we're talking about here, and that's why this man does not need to be prosecuted because he did what he had to do.
Wait, are they not just talking about him being that they let him go of not being a suspect at all? Isn't that the whole issue here?
Yes.
Because you must remember this, regardless whatever the situation is, when you're involved in things like this, even though you're a nice guy, I repeat, it's all in black and white pen, black and white. I
Don't care
repeat,
about
black
that.
and white, Mr. Joey. Yeah, this guy, like okay, let me bring it back. I have seen situations where somebody has done something, even they didn't even do it, but you're still a suspect. You have to be a suspect.
Again,
You can't say we're just gonna let him
I
go.
don't have your experience. It's not relevant.
I think the family is not happy because this man is being let go for being a nice guy.
Okay.
Wait, can the jury see something?
Yeah, please.
Not
Julie.
yet.
Like, I feel
Not
like-
yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not
Oh.
yet.
All
Not
right.
yet. Your role will come. Your role will come, Mr. Jury.
Keep
Thank
your
you.
point.
Guys, do you have any closing statements before we go to the comments and then reach
Child,
decide who won this argument?
the comments are fire.
Absolutely. So there are no closing statements. Thank you very much, Mr. Jury. We will first read the comments and then you can
Okay.
tell us. You can tell us what your decision
I got a bad
is.
eyesight.
So guys, no problem. Guys in the comments as well. Can you please decide if the suspect? Oh, sorry, if the gentleman was meant to be a suspect or not? Can you decide? So, Team Nala, if you think this person should be a suspect. Team Sam, if you think this person should not be a suspect. Okay, so here we go. Where are we? We're here. Charles, please help us.
Yeah,
out.
all right. So Edna says the guy should be a suspect. The fact that they spent the night together, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. And then it goes again. They were used. I think they used the
Just about
condom,
that,
right?
yeah.
Could have been forced. Maybe say rape. The lady didn't want. She changed her
Who
mind.
forces with a condom? Who uses a condom when
Order,
forcing someone?
order.
That's a wrong
Can we
statement,
react
Judge.
to
That's
the
a wrong
comments,
statement,
guys?
Judge.
Sorry, I have to stop Ovita on that. Yes, people can use a condom just so that there's no evidence. Okay.
Educate yourself.
Just to I think to put facts together here. They do not test whether you use the condom or not. What is tested is penetration. In fact,
Penetration.
you can prove forced penetration too.
Yes, but then
with
maybe
Yes.
Judge,
but he
you seem
didn't
to
want to leave evidence. Oh my
you
God.
seem to be Judge. You're supposed to be neutral, Judge. Here, you're
I'm talking
not
about
supposed to
the-
defend.
I'm talking about the facts. I'm not talking about what
The
this gentleman
facts.
did.
The
And
facts.
I'm talking about facts too. A person can use a condom just so that
Yeah.
evidence is not found there if he were to kill a
No.
person.
Semen,
But
whatever.
but what they test is penetration, not your
I'm not
DNA of
talking
your.
about that. You can consent to having sex with a person, but if it goes to, let's say, he has another ulterior motive, and that being wanting to kill that person, he can have sex with this person using a condom so that his DNA is not there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Mr. Charles, please, we're gonna continue with the comments here. Yeah.
All right. Jesus says key statement wasn't the suspect because he seemed like a nice guy in black and white. You say.
And then next
Yeah.
one.
And said a murderer can play safe. A murderer can play safe, stay in the room, not leave, playing his cards right.
True story.
True.
Okay.
Jesus said, Sam, you can't say that when that's literally the reason he wasn't cross-examined.
Okay.
And then it said, as free as you can be, once there's a murder case, you'll be labeled. True.
What's his name?
Okay. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Jury, would
No,
you
Judge, am I allowed to just say one more word, Judge, before we go?
I give you a chance.
I also like to say one more
Just
thing.
No.
Sorry.
You
We gave you a chance to give you a closing statement.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay,
We
Judge.
didn't.
It's okay, Judge. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Order. Mr. Jury, please speak to us.
Right. So, from like the jury thinks here, like the reason why, like, I kind of feel like they said that the guy was a nice guy is because obviously they did a background check on him and everything like that during the whole murder case and everything. And that's when they found out that he met her through the dating app or whatsoever. And obviously when they did a background check on him, they found out that maybe the man doesn't even do drugs or whatever. Like, let's say, like, for example, he's just the average Joe. Like, he just lives his normal life, just a normal guy whatsoever, doesn't do drugs, doesn't party too hard or whatever. Maybe they went through his bank account, seen that he doesn't even, like, spend whatever, or, like, you know what I mean, to check his background. And that's why they say, like, he's a nice guy. Maybe just meaning, like, he's an average type of, like, just a normal human being. Like, not even being about black or white or whatsoever, just a normal human being at the end of the day. So the jury kind of feels like guy is kind of right for not being a suspect, and he actually acted in the right way throughout the whole incident, from the time that they got to her apartment and to the point where he had to carry her to the bed. And the reason why I feel like he carried her to the bed is because obviously he's looking after the girl. They're on a date. I mean, you're not going to go on a date and then you go to her apartment, you guys drink, and then she passes out on the couch, and then you up and leave, and then you text her the next morning, oh, sorry, couldn't, at least you're going to try and be a gentleman and try and put her in bed where she's much more comfortable. And if you feel like she wanted you to sleep over, then you're going to sleep over. And then unfortunately, when he woke up, he found her dead. So the jury feels like Sam and Honorable kind of like got this case in the bag.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank
you, Your Honor.
We have a comment here.
There's a comment there by and it says, nice guy because he maybe no criminal records, things like that. Yeah, see, like
Exactly what you said.
I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's a suspect, by the way? What's a suspect?
I wanted to add that there's no murder case because her thing is she died by overdose, so there's no murder case, so there's no suspect. So
she died an hour before they came there. An hour.
It's black and white.
The jury have decided, guys. The jury have decided, and
Corruption.
The jury and the people.
and this is how it goes. And this is how it goes in court. The people that win are the ones that have the strongest argument in court. You know, you could have done the crime.
Was it?
But the person
what
who
was
brings
your arguments?
the person
Really?
who brings the argument is the one
Black
that
and white, Samantha. Black and white.
Okay, guys, I have one more case. It is in the Malayan native language, so Sam, we will translate this for you, and the guys in the 2 seconds.
I love Enda.
The guys in the comments, I will also translate for you. Edna, unfortunately, we have moved on from that, but she says Nala and Patrick won. Well, the jury decided. The master jury said Team Sam won. Before I play this video, before I play this video, guys, do you guys want to stay in the same teams or do you want to switch?
No, I'm happy where I am.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
we're happy with everyone.
Okay.
No. Listen. No, let me ask. Let's make this better because this video is about a man and a woman. Me and Patrick. No, I think if it's the same one, let me and Patrick be together. I guess Vanessa answer me. How about that?
Ladies,
Amen.
Do you agree with that?
Lose. I mean, I'm happy with that. You've seen the first time how it works with me and Nala, so.
Yeah, let's do.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's kick the asses.
Okay, for the final video, it's going to be ladies.
You see that? The public says we won, Nala. We won.
Okay, without further ado, I will play this video, then I will translate the story. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ngadango kutengani ingosikani ngadango kutengani bachirungu wake ingosikani auza kuti ndiye munanga munguta kutengani popanda chifukwa ichi bwesa phone ndione ngati muka namba ya munanga namba tsoda lani nayo chabwino ine ndikusiyana mundipase phone ndione namba ndikupatse phone simufuna abali simuka inu bambo ngadawo ali passenger asike ngani moto akunama ngola kisopanga zimene mmata ndapanga lizimene mmata ndipo ina munalusundu wena wamazwa kumenya amazwa kuyangu ngaba ngabo ndo ndikuyenza kunduvika ndivika mpayani ngoluzona sisi kulile ino anti makha kuti anti ino makha kuti makha untilandi ndibafuna ndikhona nimayenda aba ndikwezelapo ndibulomba yani ndimangaoda sausage ndango ndikweza ndaba aba ndimela ndasiso ndudaba ngote ndulande kwelelapo apo ndibafuna ndizikwela njingapo ndikulira kwelelapo akutenga ni ba brand ya girls andika brand ya girls ake muona ngasina kone ni mukunama mufuna dango sika dango simusalimbane ndango kwesa ni ndiwoni salimbane ndine iwo sango khaye chilungamo takuchidziwa bambo abambo chilungamo akuchidziwa apa kunamiza babena kwelele ndikubaziwa babena kwela babadiwa.
Okay.
Okay, the motorbike, just stop, bro.
Yes. So I will translate the story for the sake of the viewers and everyone watching who does not understand the language there. As you can see, there is a very disgruntled woman in front of a vehicle stopping a man who has a woman on his passenger side. This woman who is stopping the vehicle claims to be the wife of the gentleman driving the vehicle. So she stops the vehicle in an attempt to stop the man from driving off with his lover, right? So she claims that the man had beaten her from, home, had beaten her up at home, and now she's caught this man with the side piece, all right? So to prove that this woman is a side piece, she wanted to get her husband's phone to show the text messages or to whatever it is she wanted. She really wanted this phone, to prove that they know each other. The woman on the passenger side was adamant that she was picked up along the way. She claims that she was on her bike and she was heading home, and this man offered her a lift. Right. The argument here is, are the arguments of this woman justified? This said woman who stopped this car and caused this scene, is it justified for her to do that? All right. So I'm going to need you guys to pick who is for and who is against. So if you're for, you're saying, look, it's justified. This is more of a moral argument. It's not a lawful argument. It's moral. So is it justified for that person to do what they did or not? Do you know what I mean? Based on what you have seen. Not based on speculation, based on what we have seen in that video. All right. So I'm going to give Team Sam to pick first. Are you guys going for or against?
What would for mean and what would against mean again?
So for means it's just what she did was justified. So all that she did was justified, and you believe that she is the wife of that gentleman. And
also let's go against.
You're going against, right? Okay, so Nala's team is for, Sam's team is against. So Sam's team is against what the woman did. Nala's team is for what the woman did. Who would
Wait,
like
didn't
to
we
go?
say that we're doing men?
Going back, suits and the two women.
Sorry, apologies.
There you
apologies.
go.
So Sam's team.
What's going on here?
Apologies. So Sam's team
Sleeping on
is
the wheel
against. So the ladies are against and the guys are for. We are going to give you 2 minutes to prepare. All right. and then we'll flip. Well, you don't even need to flip a coin. You guys are going to decide who starts first.
You're on mute. You're honorable. You're on mute. You're on mute. We can't hear you. On mute. He's trying to talk. He's on mute.
I just want to clarify something. So me and Patrick agree that it's right what she did, yeah? Or we are against what she did?
Yes, you agree.
Yes,
you agree
we said she did the right thing.
So she did. She did the right thing to stop the car and act out and do all that.
All those things.
Yes, thank you very much.
What you guys are saying is she was right because what she's saying is true. You need to sort of prove based on what you've seen. You know, what she's saying is true, and then these guys are going to go, no, actually, we're against that. She shouldn't have done that, and they'll give the reasons, right? So, guys, we'll give you 2 minutes to prepare, or if you don't need the 2 minutes, we can start now. To be honest, do you want to give yourself time, or should we start?
Let's just start. We don't need 2 minutes for this.
Okay.
It seems like you already gave the order as well. Like they argue the for, and then we go against.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Four.
there you go.
Yeah. All right, 4, please. Mr.
Honorable
Timekeeper.
Professor.
Mr. Timekeeper.
Please, as we agree with what this woman did, because as we're seeing this video, she couldn't have, if this man was not the husband of this woman, I think he would have drove. If I was me and this is not my wife on this window, I would have drove off, first of all. Second of all, this man has got another woman in the car, and the woman has been asked to say, show me the phone to prove that you don't know my husband. And she wouldn't show the phone or proof or messages or anything like that. Why is she hiding? Yes, she even asked her, said, okay, just show me if you don't have my husband's number in your phone. Let's check to ring my husband and see you don't have the number. 2, third of all, she said that, hey, no, I was on the bike, I was getting a lift on the bike, and he offered me for a lift. No, the woman said to this woman that, no, I know where you got on this car. You got on this car at such. Because she's been following the husband. Because she suspected the husband of cheating. So, you think she's wrong? Why? She's only trying to protect her material, her property.
Yeah, before we thank you very much, Honorable Professor Vita. All been too nice. I am very happy that we are back in the same team again. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say. Did you hear the woman's excuse? I always just speak in phrases. Did you hear her excuse? I was going to order sausages. Sausages. Did you hear that? I was going to order sausages. And then that's when he found me. Sausages. It's just a metaphor. We know what we're all thinking here. So anyway.
Jesus is Lord.
Perfect. Let's be serious now. Now, another thing is, look, who says I drop my bike and get in a car? Why are you getting in this car?
Imagine.
Yeah, and why is a random man? And she says it's a random man. Why is a random man picking you up, telling you get away from your bike, get in my car? Isn't she scared that this man might do something to me? And as Honorable said, if this was not my wife, I'm driving away. I don't care. I'm not listening to you. But let's also, if you zoom into that video, did you see the man? The whole time he was looking straight, no commenting. When is the time you do that? When your wife is there, that's when you do that. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Let's go that side.
Okay.
Patrick, amen. He is caught black-handed.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. We move on. We can move on to the other side. We can move on to that side.
But anyway.
Thank you, ladies. Please.
I'm sorry. Even if she's the wife or whatever she is, what she was doing was not justified. You do not take things that are happening in your marriage or relationship outside and let everybody know what's going on. You don't do that. Like, why could she not have waited to go home and find a man and have a conversation there? Why does she have to do so much where she was? So no.
After he has already done the job.
Yeah. What's the difference? So he's already done the job. Either way, he's been caught red-handed. She just looked like a fool there. So I'm sorry. What she was doing was just done disrespectful. Like, take yourself home, sit down, talk to your man. If it's time to leave, it's time to leave. But you do not do the most in front of everybody. I'm sorry.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. I would like to object.
Well,
It's all done.
can we give the ladies a chance, please?
No,
Yeah.
go ahead. By all means.
Also, we're talking about a woman who is assaulting another woman, like verbally assaulting a random woman in a car. Honorable, you raised the point that the other lady didn't want to show her phone. Imagine I woke up to you in the street. You've never seen me in your life. I see you walking next to, well, I see you walking next to my partner, for example. You're not a woman, I know, but
No, in a car. Not walking. In a car.
It's a free
Make
country.
a mistake. In a
you
car.
know,
Order.
Sit
my
down.
point.
Order.
This is not the important part of my point. My point is, if someone walked up to me and asked to see my phone and placed allegations that I know are not true on me and made a scandal out of it, I wouldn't feel comfortable showing them my phone. Because first of all, it's my property. I don't have to show you anything. And who are you to come up to me in the street or in someone's car? I don't care if she's in the husband's car. I don't care. Who are you to come up to me and ask me to show you my business? Jeez. It's not something that you do. Just we're on a moral court right now, right?
Yes, it's
we're
moral.
talking about morals and values and how you behave in society. This is not how you work. This is not how society works. So I don't think she should have done it that way. Nella perfectly mentioned that when there's couple issues, the couples have to handle their issues. You mentioned that there was some allegations of domestic abuse there. I don't know why it's relevant to the case, but why did she have to bring it up out in public? What does it have to do with the point that her husband is cheating on her? There's no like link between all she's saying. So I don't think I would find it hard to believe what she's saying.
If it wasn't true.
Hold on a minute, Honorable. The ladies are not
okay,
done.
Sorry. Okay.
And Judge,
yes.
What proof do we have that she actually saw this man sleeping with this woman?
We don't have any proof.
So there you go. Why is she
where were they going?
Secondly, why is she attacking the woman instead of attacking the man? Isn't the man the one that is in the wrong? Why is she trying to find information from the woman when her man is right there? Why? Why can't you take it home and ask your man if he's cheating? If she's got the proof and evidence, why can't she just go home and ask her man? Why does she have to involve everybody? And even on top of that, talk about this man abused me. So what? No one cares.
Professor, can you object?
If you feel like there's somebody, if you feel like you needed people around, I'm sure when people get married, you have other witnesses around there. You pick those witnesses and sit down and have a conversation. Not pick people in random people. Exactly. Not pick random people in the streets for them to watch and learn and hear about your man hitting you or whatever. No. So what she did was not justified. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. Before we go to the gentleman, I just wanted to get into the comments. So, Mr. Jury, if you could read the comments and then we'll go to the gentleman, guys. All right? Cool. Yes. Thank you.
All right. So, Anna said, the woman is so wrong. Just because the man is her husband, you can't be so loud and causing a scene. You don't have a right to check. You don't have the right to check in a phone. That doesn't belong to you.
True story.
Amanda said as well, she should deal with the hubby. She's like, doing it in public make things worse too. I can see that. Confrontations, especially in marriage, can be solved out there. That's true. Mm-hmm. And then I said, definitely not justified. She should respect herself and her husband, even ending up in court.
Okay.
True.
Okay, so gentlemen,
are we able to speak? First of all, I like the fact that you said this has nothing to do with law and this has nothing to do with how how you're supposed to behave in the world. So it's not supposed to be do with law. So that's why but you said it's all morals, isn't it? More okay. So can I ask something to people here? And if we are all honest, God-loving people, if you saw your partner today, you saw them today in 4K, with somebody, are you going to stand there and just look and you say, "Oh, I just looked because I don't want you to be justified"? Please tell me, cast the first stone if you're just gonna walk away.
They're going to text him and say, "We are going to talk about it at home."
God,
ladies, wait.
I have another one.
Order. Let's have the gentlemen finish what they're saying. The ladies
Thank you, Judge. Yeah, first of all, you're telling me that it's not about law. We've said it before, it's about morals. So you're trying to tell me I'm sorry, I wouldn't. I'm going to approach and say, what are you doing with this man? What are you doing with this man? I want to know. And guess what? Let's repeat these words again. Why did she say I was on my bike, first of all. Yeah, on a bike, riding. Then you are going to buy other sausages. Then this man stopped me. So where are you going? Why did you stop? And why didn't you say, "Oh, look, Mr. Sir, I'm going on my bike to go buy my sausages. Why are you stopping me? I'm going on my business." You get in the car. Where is her bike? Why is her bike being disposed?
Professor, and on top of that, when the argument is happening, if there was nothing involved, why is she still sitting in the car? Why?
Exactly. Why doesn't she say, "Okay, I'll get out. I'll get out. Sorry, my bad." Why are you in the car? And as I repeat again, the only time you sit and look straight is when your girlfriend and your wife are questioning you and you're caught. That's what I can say.
Okay, thank you very much.
You repeat again.
Ladies, please.
To answer Patrick's whatever he was talking about there, Patrick, have you never seen people that are so petty that they'll sit in the car just to see you sweat? So your point is invalid.
So she's provoking her.
Yes, I could sit in the car to let you. I want to see you.
I rest my case.
To make it even worse, what if she did not do that? What if she's not even in a relationship with this guy and she's just maybe a workmate? Oh my God! Why should I? Come on now. No.
But she said she doesn't know the man. She knows they're not workmates. She says she doesn't know the man.
Hold on, gentlemen. Sam has something to say.
Why should I move out of the car? If he's asked me to get into the car and give me a lift, why should I move out of the car if I'm not doing anything wrong?
Why is he giving you a lift? Why?
Gentlemen, let the lady speak, please.
Sorry.
Yes, Sam, go on.
I just want to answer Patrick's question, and he even answered his own question. He said if he found his partner in 4K, if he caught her in 4K with someone else, he would ask her.
Ultra HD.
Her, not the other guy. Her. What's going on there? This is not what's happening here. This woman is by the car with a big stone in her hand. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Big stone threatening someone and being like, "Why are you in my husband's car?"
Use it for showers. Stones are for showers.
Patrick, answer your own question. Why are you
threatening the physical integrity of someone
Patrick, I'll answer for you that question.
Allegations based on things that you don't know if it's true?
Preach,
this woman is saying, right? This woman is saying she's been picked up by the side of the road. Then maybe you should ask your husband, why is he going around asking women to get in his car?
There you go.
First of all,
the answer to that question for Patrick is that I know what he meant, that you ask his woman. I'm the same. I'll ask the woman depending who the guy is. If the guy is under my physical ability, I'll ask the guy. Just want to put
then
that.
You're wrong for that.
But no,
because the guy is not in a relationship with you. He doesn't owe you
You're
anything.
in a relationship with the woman.
He doesn't owe you anything.
But
it's fair game. You know what I mean? If you have an issue with your partner, you go and ask your partner because it's with them. You have signed a contract that says You and I, we're together and we don't want anyone in between. The people in between, they're not part of the contract. So why are you
She's in a
involving the
car.
people in between?
She is in a car. Do you guys see the car? We don't see the car.
Asking her man. She should be asking her husband, why are you picking up other women?
Our defense is I went to buy.
No.
Oh, we have lost the professor.
Are they fleeing the scene?
Honorable Professor has left the building.
No,
I think we
building.
win by
Because he
default.
knows. He's messed
Okay.
up.
I don't buy this. I don't buy this.
Okay.
You got a call,
don't buy
yes. He's got another case pending.
Okay, listen, we need to reach a verdict. I think we have heard the arguments. Mr. Jury, please, we're going to read the comments and then we can reach the verdict here. So go on, please.
Yeah, so Anna said, you give the other woman power. I wouldn't do it, Patrick.
Okay. Yeah.
And Anna said, it's a tough world. That's true. And again, the lady was still seated because she was owning her right.
Owning her right.
We're justifying bad habits. We're justifying bad habits. We are justifying bad habits.
Also, I don't know if you saw the lady was blocking the door.
Your husband asked me,
She
do
didn't
you
want the
want
woman to
a
go out.
ride? Yes. Your
Didn't
husband
want the
asked
lady
me.
to go out.
Yeah, your husband asked me, do you want
Hey,
a
wait,
ride?
real
I said
quick.
yes. No one
Where
wants
was
to
her
walk.
bike? Where was her bike?
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Probably in the back of the boot.
I am surprised nobody.
In the boot, on top of the car. We didn't see.
I said it. One time I said it. I was like, she left her bike, her property. To say, I'll get in your car to go buy sausages with you,
course.
not with the bike.
Of course.
Okay, guys,
On the
guys,
side.
let's allow the jury to come to a verdict. All right, guys, please.
Yeah,
All right.
so Anna said she just wanted to feel important. Sitting in that car made her want the case. She was wise.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys for the comments. Okay, so what is the verdict, Mr. Jury?
Wait, so this case right here, right? Like this one right here is really twisted. So this is how the jury sees this one, right? The jury is going to give kind of like opinion on both sides, and then the jury is going to leave the judge.
This is based on the arguments of the two.
Yeah.
Okay. Not your opinion. Their arguments. Their
arguments. Well, I think the jury. I mean, it was a tough case. This was a very tough case. I'm not gonna lie. That's why you see, because the jury was gonna end up throwing it to the judge, and since the jury has to do this, because hey, the jury. I'm not gonna lie. It was a tough case.
Okay,
but who gave valid points?
Let's give this one to the timekeeper then, Mr. Timekeeper.
Yeah, let's do that because
who won this argument?
Fraud.
I think I give this argument to drum roll. Could be the ladies, could be the guys, but I feel like the guys won.
So the guys won. Okay, so Mr. Timekeeper said the guys.
Based on
with
what
the sausage
exactly?
argument.
Based on
what kind of
Oh my God! Are you mad?
Based on who? Based on who? On qualifications.
Oh my God! Based on what?
The jury.
So who won? Like the jury is gonna say the guys won as well because, like, honorable, they had a very good point, right? Like emotionally as a person, if you see your partner with somebody else, like if your partner's cheating with somebody else, if that other person or the opposite sex, if they're someone you think you can take on, you go towards that person because you feel like they're coming between you and your partner. You know what I mean?
Amen.
So you go to that person. But if that person is big, then you kind of like that's when you talk to your partner directly. And
the payment has landed.
I am logging off.
Do you know what? Wait, do you know what? And for, like,
you guys need therapy.
It was
need therapy.
Payment has landed in your account, sir.
You know what?
Therapy.
Patrick, I hope your woman will do that to you live.
Okay.
I know. These people didn't pass the bar.
I think this concludes the argument. This concludes
But
the
then-
argument. All right. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Judge. No, sorry, Judge. Sorry, Judge. But then again, see, this is why I was saying it was a tricky question, because now if I was to like go towards the girl's side, right? They have a valid point as well, because that lady, what she should have done, if she knew, like, let's say for example that her man was cheating, right? So she was tailing him, and she seen that he picked up this lady. What she should have done was continue to follow them, even take pictures. There's camera phones there. This thing's recorded on the phone. You should have taken pictures, wait for your man to get home, and then that's when you give him evidence like, yo, what's this?
So my friend,
it ends
jury.
She's scared of her man. She said he beats her. Let's not forget, she's scared of her man.
Yeah.
But then that's why you have witnesses.
Okay.
That's why
That's why she did it publicly. That's why she did it publicly.
But that's why-
That's why you have
This is
witnesses at the
very
wedding.
biased.
She would
We're
have
in a
been
court
beaten
of
out
5
when
men.
she goes
Yes,
back
they're
home.
6 women. This is
Okay.
blatant.
Thank
What a
you.
dub.
Thank you.
What a dub.
Biased.
Can we
What a
say
dub.
if she returned home, she would have been beaten up again for just trying to argue with this man?
Literally
already?
just said
We
that
don't
she should
know
have
that.
involved the people that were there at her wedding as witnesses. I literally just said that. So your
If you
point
don't
is
feel safe, you don't
invalid.
go alone. If you don't feel safe
Wait,
and you're going to
Judge,
war,
Judge,
you
is it a
don't
dub?
go.
Is it a dub or
This
not?
is a
Judge? Is it a dub or not?
Like,
Wait,
no,
let the judge speak. Jesus.
This
Okay,
case, no,
it
this
looks
case
like
is
we
very
need to
tricky,
break
man.
this tie, guys. I think
Ridiculousness.
you raised some good points. From my observation, right? From at the beginning, the guys had it. You know, the guys had the argument, had a very strong argument. In fact, listen, it's justified what she's doing or whatnot.
Now
But then the
connected to Overt's iPhone.
right? and then the ladies came in.
Sorry.
The ladies came in with
Sorry,
their
guys.
argument, right? Which was quite strong because the ladies stuck to the video. That's the thing, because there was a lot of things that you guys were suggesting. Oh, let's suggest that this is what happened. Oh, she's going to buy sausages, which means she had a sausage, stuff like that, For me, I look at the facts, right? Can we prove that this woman, is the wife of this man? Can we prove that? I don't think so. It's
Thank you.
anyone
Yes.
can.
Why is he packed there?
What?
Excuse me, sir.
What proof do you have?
Excuse me,
What?
sir. So anyone can stand in front of a car and start acting crazy, saying this person beat me. The first thing she said was the person beat me. So she made herself the victim. You naturally feel sorry for the victim. You naturally have to believe the victim. All right. Secondly,
If you had nothing to do with her, you drive.
Secondly, Sam's point. You meet a stranger who comes to you and say, "I need to see your phone." You're not going to trust them with your phone.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't even know who they are. We don't even believe who the husband is. Yeah, okay, fine. This husband is sitting there acting like he doesn't know the lady either, but that doesn't indicate she's the wife. Did we see any wedding rings? Did we see a certificate?
Why didn't he say anything?
Just
That is
because he didn't say
suggested.
anything.
Maybe he doesn't.
Why
like
doesn't he say with his chest that
Maybe
this is not my wife?
Maybe he does
doesn't
not
want
like.
conflict.
Exactly. So, for this case, I'm giving it to the ladies. Their argument was quite strong. They finished.
But we got the dub. What's happening here? We got a dub. You told the timekeeper to make a dub. We got the dub.
Three people voted. Three.
Nah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
two said
Okay,
us, two
guys,
said us,
guys,
one
guys,
said
okay.
you.
Okay, thank you very much. We need to conclude the show now. All right.
Even Edna said we want this.
Okay.
This is
Edna,
catastrophic.
Thank you for your comments, Edna. Okay, guys, thank you for watching the show. I know it was a little bit longer than our usual show. We hope you enjoyed it, and also let us know what you thought about the show in the comments. All right, if you want us to make some improvements, we will do this another time as well, because I can tell the guys in the team enjoyed it as well. We wanted to thank Mr. Jury for coming in and showing up as well.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We also wanted to thank Sam for showing up as well. Thank Vanessa for showing up. The rest of the guys, these are your weekly guys. Thank you for showing up as well. Patrick, over too nice. MP, all right.
We had to balance it a little bit. It was a sausage fest.
We needed the ladies.
You see,
High
you
five.
see the way she's
Sausages.
Retro one.
Sausages.
You see the way she's talking. You think she cannot cause a commotion when she found him? If she ever found, she would find her man.
Maybe
I ain't got time for that.
Maybe next time we'll have a female judge. You never know.
The true story.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys, I just wanted.
I hope we do.
I wanted to
Edward,
remind
you're
if
eating the mic, eh?
I wanted to remind you, if you're new, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any show, guys. All right. We also wanted to let you know that we're not going to have IG Live and Spaces this weekend. I think we won't have it for a little bit longer, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, guys, and then we'll come back a little bit stronger. We're trying to reconstruct ourselves so we can bring you quality entertainment. All right. Other than that, we are 5Roundz and we are out. Have a good evening, guys. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Peace.